cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going bigger. Postmates, how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter. Can't stop the shine with a dimmer. Only what I give her, and she love to call me baby, but I do not need a sitter. See me dip, yeah, I'm saucing. People at the bank see me often. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a bosses. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips, then went all in. Throwing up the game, ain't no vomit. Make my mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Way too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me, cause I'm P-P-P-Lo, time to bring the bass back.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big jobs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Wait, set, wide, 80!
56! Double dog, that's the way. Check 31, check
72! 53, down!
On first down, Brady gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
check it out, Brady.
Hey, goal 66!
Throwing now is Brady. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's coming.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Giants. Amari Cooper, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3. Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop. From the 24, Brady. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there. Good for a Redskin first down.
First down, Redskins.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Bell with a first down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Philip Lindsay. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Philip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No problem there on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, Rocket! Hey, White, 89!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. It's a big run that time by Bell. 51 yards. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's first and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to, because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them first and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
Jim. Hey, 66.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gates, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Rocket. Hey, Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Cooper's got it. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. A first down carry by Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Deron Harmon right there on the coverage.
It's 4th down.
Rivers is going to stay out there. They're going to try for this thing on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep is Tavon Austin. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now Austin. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Goal 50. Bravo.
Mike's 50. Hey, keep it up.
Now Bell, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Brady going to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
Check it, reload.
50, Mike, 50. You gonna get this one?
Hey, echo.
You think you gonna get this?
Check. Ozzy.
Brady now on 1st down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
When he hit 50, Ozzy. Hey, Delta. Wait for the end.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Matt Milano. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Redskin 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On second and 15 now. Rivers letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Third and long for Rivers. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Rivers. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rivers completes it to Miller. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 48. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And that's Elliott, complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. But he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Komoko Toure. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Load it! Load it! Keep it skinny! Pilot, 64, weak.
4th down, Rivers looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
0. Hey, Haywood.
On 2nd and 9, Rivers. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Rivers. That one complete to Elliott. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. Rivers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A run by Elliott, a good one on 1st down as he's able to pick up about 6 there. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4.
Take 390. I'm front 80.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Okay. Here we go.
Again, it's Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Mike 51.
Mike 51.
Hey, Orbit.
Rivers to throw it. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And it'll be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Cooper was the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Malcolm.
What's the safety creek?
You draw quarter. Hey, 166.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Hey, 66.
Now Brady. He'll find Metcalf. The 30. 20. Touchdown, Washington. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Elliott. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Rivers. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. Fights loose. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Hey, Foxtrot.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Looking deep for Gabriel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Hey, zoom. Here we go. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, cluster.
Now Rivers on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 14-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they work this well upfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Lindsey, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Rivers. Flush to his right. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, got to get this back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. And this will be recovered by the Redskins. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Wait, 20! 56! Let's get off the field. 72.
They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for Washington, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been